Peace and blessings, abundance and gratitude. I don't even really have anything put together or like nothing. We're just gonna spit it off the top of the dome. So yo, I just went to post something related to you or whatever, and really I thought it was one of your posts, but it wasn't there. And then when I went to post it to my page and I went and looked back, it wasn't there. And and then it said your name and it said follow. Like what? Excuse me, motherfucker. So I don't even know how long that been up or whatever. I just seen you know, I seen what was on your story today and stuff. Uh, I made it home. It started storming in the evening. The rain held off all day, so I was able to work, and that was great. But I got on the phone with my mom, and I was going back to my spot. I was, having a decent little day. I had to call support a lot of times today and wasted a lot of time on that shit, trying to protect my ratings and stuff. You go to pick something up, and it's not there, or somebody else and came and got it, and it'll affect your ratings, your completion ratings if you don't call support. And even then, you're still in tether until they look into the issue and resolve it. So I spent a lot of time doing that today because I had 3 different orders like that or whatever. So it was just wasting my time where I had to just sit in limbo. But it was still a good day. When the clouds set in, there was only a 20-30% chance of rain. But instead of being like a normal cloud with a thunderbolt going through it, it was black clouds. I've never seen no shit like that before. It's just a black cloud with a 20-30% chance. So they told like, yeah, it was supposed to start raining like 6. But the little black cloud shit was like 2 to 3, 6 to 7 type shit. And so when I went to go get my beers, I looked up at the sky and there was like all these swirly cloud patterns that are very unnatural. And the reason why I left from my spot, I was just sitting there right above me. There's a star cloud. It was like boom, and then it did it again. It was like boom, boom, like bitch, go home. So I was like, okay, shit, but so I started like wrapping up my day or whatever. And lo and behold, as soon as I got to the house, it just started pouring down raining. And my next door neighbor is also like the maintenance man, and his wife's like the property manager, or whatever. And he comes up to my car door, and he has an umbrella. I don't know. I thought something was wrong and shit, because I thought I started seeing shit from running from upstairs and shit. He was just like, hey, I got an umbrella. And I was like, hold on, I got to pack all my stuff up. He's like, all right. Lo and behold, chivalry still is alive. Chivalry still is alive. Because he waited for me to get all that shit together and walked me up the stairs with the umbrella. Even I had to go to my trunk and everything. He still walked me up the stairs with the umbrella. So for the most part, I came out unscathed. Unscathed. And that was alright. My puppy was already hiding when I came up in here. Way the fuck behind the couch. It took him so long to get his little skills scattered together and come up out that motherfucker. He was buried deep. He was so happy I came home. So yeah, that's about where my day's going. My homegirl, she that worked at Wingstop, she the only employee been there as long as I've been doing this shit, and really showed up afterwards. Truth be told. But shit, let me get some wings. I pay for 10 wings. Give me a 20 piece. So I got the garlic parmesans, got some extra cheese. Shit. Got my buffalo chicken wraps from the motherfuckers dipping the ranch. I'm good to go. You hear this bullshit? That's what we're not gonna do. Hold on. Just a fucking mess. There's nothing wrong with punching in. There's really not. But when it's not done in an artistic way, there is a fucking problem. Punching is for like when, nigga, you by yourself, nigga, but you making it sound like it's 10 of you at the same time. Not you fumbling over the punch. Not you fumbling over the fucking punch in. That's not the way to do a punch in. You know, stacks have to be punched in. So, as far as cadence goes, your cadence can be clear and exact with your punch ins while you're laying your stacks. This bitch. Just go rap in Spanish or something, bitch. Wait for it. Fucking epic failure ass bitch. Fucking delusional. Fucking delusional. But yeah. I've been thinking about you though. You've been on my mind. Maybe because I've been on yours. But you never leave my mind, girl. You never leave my mind, girl. You never leave my mind, girl. Here we go. This is the story I wanted to tell you today about today. Okay, today I went to Dairy Queen. I had like a little high-paying thing going on over there. So I go to the fucking Dairy Queen, and it's these two little white boys and like they granny, but not like an old granny, just like a modern granny kind of type shit, where you knew they weren't her sons, but potentially it could have been her son. And so they were all like talking about what they wanted to get off the menu or whatever, and they got these two different like, what the fuck you call it, some kind of fantastic sundaes or some shit. One got like Heath bars in it, and the other one got brownies and Oreos in it. And so the one little boy, he was saying he wanted the one with the Oreos and the brownies or whatever. And I was like, I'll probably get the Heath one to add the brownies to it. And the other little boy was just like, I just want a plain ice cream cone. I just want the plain cone. And so I was like, sister, what you get? And she was probably like a chocolate dip cone, because that's what she was trying to get them to get it first, because that was her favorite or whatever. I was like, I love those. So I'm just sitting here talking to these little boys that's probably like 6, 7 years old. You know, school just got back in and shit. And so they just start having open dialogue with me like a motherfucker. And little kids do this shit with me all the fucking time. And so the little boy was like, my brother had a good day at school. He got 5 Jolly Ranchers. And I was like, you got 5 Jolly Ranchers? That's good. That's good. You guys had a good day. And he was like, I had a good day at school too. I was like, that's good. You guys had a good day at school. And so the little boy, here's the plot twist in this whole shit. He was like, it's good, but sometimes I get lonely at school. And I was like, why were you lonely? Do you guys not go to the same school? So the granny was like, yeah, they're twins. And he was like, yeah, just sometimes at lunch, I get lonely. And I was, trying to comfort him, because I felt where he was coming from. I've been to a different school every year of my life. Sometimes I just not even want to go to the lunchroom and just not be around anybody. Just go be in the bathroom. And you have to just brace yourself and pull it together. What table are you going to go sit at? Where are you going to fit in? Where is somebody going to not make fun of you? Which table is the right table for you? Which table is the right table for you? Where are you going? Black girl table, forget about it, nigga. Hell no. So, I'm either finna go to the white girl table, the white people table, or the nigga table. With niggas but no girls. But me. So, yeah. Or, if the black girls invited me to their table, then that's where I would go. And then that would be my place. But it had to be an invitation. I'm just not going to invite my fucking self over to the black girl table. Absolutely not. I'm a light skin. Absolutely not. They're not going for none of that shit. hell no. And so I was like telling her, I was like, you know, I moved here from LA or whatever back when I was in, and I told the little boy, I was like, back when I was in elementary school, I didn't have no friends. And he was like, I play the piano. And I was like, you know what? That's great. I was like, do you know how smart you have to be to play the piano? I was like, when I was in school, I played the saxophone and the clarinet. I was like, but do you know how smart you have to be to play the piano? You have to know chords. And he was like, yeah, people don't know how hard it is. He's like, but I just learned it. And I was like, yeah, I learned how to do it before computers were invented. And I would just have to teach myself. And I told him, but you can always go play piano at the church. Do not ever stop playing the piano, okay? And him and his granny at the same time, they got one in the house and it's big. Cause I already know these are rich motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like they knew Bird Rich and shit. So she was telling me how big their piano was and stuff. And I was like, that's great. And so, anyway, just pretty much this little boy was just giving his whole heart to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get lonely at lunchtime and I don't have any friends, you know, and it just took me back to them type of days. And so, anyway, that's how my day was. I hope you enjoyed that. I love you. And perhaps you'll come talk to me soon. I missed your last talk. Perhaps you'll come talk soon. Until then, mi amor. All my love. Feel me?